back, Cardinals, to UIWtv. It is now 12:30 p.m., April 26th. I'm Kathleen Sundin with your Cardinal News.
And I'm Megan Lazaga.
On April 12th from 10:30 a.m. to noon, the Sister Margaret Patrice Slattery Lecture was held, where English professor Dr. Stanford gave a speech on a book that she has written about her cross-cultural encounters. Here's Emily Esquivel with more on the story.
Hey Cardinals, I'm here at the Senior Margaret Patrice Slattery Lecture in the Special Collections Room at UIW. Let's check it out.
The lecture was the third of Dr. Stanford's Slattery lectures. She's the Sister Margaret Patrice Slattery Chair of English. So she has the endowed chair, which is a 3-year term, and so this was the third of her 3 public lectures. It's very special to have this endowment, this endowed chair, and so each time she's coming to the end of her tenure now, as it were, and so we'll start in the department seeking the one for the next 3 years.
Can you tell me a little bit about your lecture, just the main points of it?
The main point of it is to share from the book that is about to be published about how we can facilitate, in the end, what I'm looking at, how can literature help us to facilitate better understanding between Arabs, Americans, and Europeans. And I define that or link that back to ideas of identity construction. So how do we know who we are? How do we imagine ourselves? How does that change? And how is that connected to how we see others that we encounter?
Thanks for watching. I'm Emily Esquivel reporting with UIWtv News.
It is so cool that one of our very own professors has written her own book. We at UIWtv wish you the best, Dr. Stanford, and thank you, Emily, for being there to report it.
Quirk, the Literary and Visual Arts Journal of UIW, will be hosting an event on Monday, April 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Special Collections Room in the Mabee Library. Here, students and faculty can come and explore Quirk's latest edition filled with fiction, poetry, creative nonfiction, visual art, and hybrid works. Book sales will be available at the door for $10, as well as following the reception.
And now we bring you news from here and around the world thanks to CNN News Source. A Dallas police officer died Wednesday morning after being shot Tuesday afternoon at a local Home Depot. A fellow officer and a civilian were also injured. Officer Rogelio Santander was in critical condition through Wednesday morning but succumbed to his injuries, making him the 9th North Texas officer to be killed in the line of duty in the past 2 years. The suspect, Armando Juarez, 29, fled the scene after shooting at the 3 individuals and began a high-speed chase with officials. Juarez was ultimately caught Tuesday night and remains in custody with aggravated assault charges. The civilian and the wounded officer remain in critical condition after surgery.
It was announced Tuesday by a federal judge that the Trump administration's efforts to end DACA have been overruled again, saying the government must reopen the program. The ruling has a waiting period of 90 days before fully coming into effect, where the representatives from the Trump administration are allowed to argue for their case. Judge John Bates believed the initial turning away of DACA was arbitrary and capricious, but would also like to allow the administration the option to defend their side. Tuesday's ruling means the program will be accepting new applications.
Early Sunday morning, a man wearing nothing but a green jacket entered a Waffle House in Nashville, Tennessee and opened fire, killing 4 civilians. Travis Reinking, 29, was arrested Monday after being found in a construction site about a mile from the restaurant. Presumably to reload his weapon, Reinking paused from shooting, and it was in this moment that civilian James Shaw Jr. wrestled the rifle from the shooter. There are reports that Reinking suffered from delusions and suicidal behavior, and that his guns had been officially removed from his possession, but his father admits to giving said guns back to his son after some time. Travis Reinking's bond is set at $2 million, $500,000 for each homicide.
This has been your UIWtv News, but don't go anywhere.
Please stay tuned for UIWtv Sports.
Drownings are the #1 cause of accidental death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Designate an adult water watcher to watch kids in and around water. Save the phone calls and texts for when the kids are out of the water. Properly fence all pools with fences at least 4 feet high and with self-closing, self-latching gates. When above-ground pools aren't in use, remove the ladders. When pools aren't in use, cover them. Teach kids to stay away from drains. And if a child is missing, check the pool or spa first. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more. Because you never know which pool safety step will save a life until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
Hey Cardinal fans, I'm Carla Bello, and thanks for joining me for today's broadcast, where we're gonna give you a rundown on all the latest UIW sports. UIW football team debuted its 2018 on April 21st at the Red and White Spring Football Game. Let's go to Antonia Springings, who attended the event.
I am here at the spring game at the Bissom Stadium. Let's go see what's going on.
You know, I think that we've got a lot of new guys coming in this summer, some high school guys and some junior college guys, so camp's going to be super competitive. But I love the new energy that's been brought by the new staff. We just competed all spring in the weight room out on the field, and I thought there were some ups and downs today for both sides of the ball, which is good. And collectively as a team, I thought that we've come together a little bit, in the last 3 or 4 months. So I'm excited about the fall. Going to be a grind this summer, working out with Coach Heath, and then come camp, it's going to be go time for sure. There's going to be a lot of new faces, so we're really going to rev it up then.
The spring was good. I think the kids are buying into the culture change that we're trying to bring here, and they're doing all the little things that we're asking. It's pretty tough to get them up the hours that we do and make them come over here as they're full-time students and still put in all the work in the weight room and on the field for us. So they're buying into what we're preaching right now. Now we just need to gain some confidence going into the season because winning cures everything, and that's the ultimate goal, is winning football games.
I'm Antonia Spriggins with UIW Sports. Thanks for watching.
The football team will begin its season on September 1st against New Mexico. Good job and good luck practicing until then. The men and women's tennis team will be competing in the Southland Conference tournament. The women's team went 3-8 in conference and will be competing against first place McNeese in the first round of the tournament April 27. The men's team went undefeated conference play, and the junior Gabrielle Evans was named Conference Player of the Year as well as Newcomer of the Year. The men play against Lamar in the first round of the tournament on the 28th. The women's golf team competed in the Southland Conference Championship on April 16th through the 18th. They placed 8th, hitting a combination of 945 strokes. Sophomore Elodie Yates led the team with a score of 232, tying the team with 13 overall. The men team competed in the Southland Conference Championship this week from April 23rd to the 25th. The team placed 10th overall with 953 strokes. UIW women's softball team hosted conference rival Stephen F. Austin for the 3-game series on April 27th and 28th. We go to Victoria Escalante for more on the story.
Hi Cardinals, I'm Victoria Escalante with UIWtv Sports. We're here today watching the Cardinals take on the Stephen F. Austin in a doubleheader. Good luck, Cardinals. How do you think the games went today?
Today the games went a little rough. We had trouble making some of the routine plays, and our bats were kind of asleep, but towards the end we kind of pulled it together, and it was a close game.
And what's your game plan going in for tomorrow?
I think our main focus is just coming out of the series with 1 win at least, and to get a momentum going for our upcoming games.
And what did you think about today's game?
I think that they have played better in the past, and I think that tomorrow they could do a lot better than they did today, but it was a good game, and SFA is a good team.
Today's doubleheader, the Cardinals took 2 losses. They're hoping to still a win on their 3rd game. This is Victoria Escalante signing off with UIWtv Sports.
Sadly, the softball team lost all 3 games of the series. The team will be traveled to Beaumont, Texas to face off against Lamar in another 3-game series this weekend. Good luck, ladies. The UIW baseball team will be in New Orleans this weekend for another 3-game series. The baseball team is currently 10-8 in conference. Good luck and safe travels. Also coming up, the UIW men and women's track and field team will be competing in the Southland Conference Outdoors Championship here at the Benson Stadium. The meet will begin on May the 4th and will end on May the 6th. That's all we have for you today for UIW Sports News. I'm Carla Bello. Until next time, let's go Cards.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Hey there, Cardinals, and welcome to UIWtv Entertainment, where we keep you updated on what's happening on campus and around the beautiful San Antonio area. I'm your host, Emily Esquivel. So much has happened this semester with classes, events, and endless studying. It's nice to finally see the finish line, but that doesn't mean it's over yet. There's still some great events, like one that only started a semester ago, the UIW Pool Tournament. So if you're currently a student at UIW and you like pool, you'll want to stick around to see this. Here's Victoria, who was at the event.
Hi Cards, I'm Victoria Escalante here today with the UIWtv Entertainment. I'm here in the Student Engagement Center today where they're having a pool tournament. Let's go check it out. I'm here with Hannah and Carlos here. They're running the event today for the tournament. So what was your thought behind the event?
So basically, lots of people like to come down here and play pool all the time. We see the same faces over and over, so we thought maybe let's make it fun and give them a little prize at the end. So we decided to start the pool tournaments last semester. So I think we had 2 last semester, but the second one was canceled, and everyone was pretty upset about it. So we decided to have another one. So we actually had a pretty good turnout tonight, which is good, because usually on Thursday nights it's pretty dead. So we actually got a full bracket going, so that's kind of what we were hoping for.
And can anybody join? Like, how do you sign up for it?
Yeah, really anybody can join as long as you guys have a student ID. You just come to the university, come to the pub, and you guys can play. It's totally free, which is really cool. No entry fee, and you guys get gift cards if you win. And we have different kinds of tournaments, so for pool players out there, it's really fun to just come out.
And I saw you playing a little bit. How long have you been playing?
Not long, just like a year, but I really enjoy it now. It's fun.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Well, that was a fun tournament. I hope to see them again soon. This is Victoria Escalante signing off with the UIWtv Entertainment.
Thanks, Victoria. I'll have to start practicing for the next tournament. Last week, UIW hosted the Cutting Edge Fashion Show, where we were able to get a glimpse of what went on behind the scenes. Here's Alejandra Tamayo with more on the event.
Hi Cardinals, we're here at the Cutting Edge Fashion Show and we're backstage with some models and designers. Let's go and check it out.
What I find most exciting, honestly, is the pieces. I love to see what students come up with every year. I've done this show since I was a freshman here at UIW, and it's really exciting to see what students come up with for the next year. All of our students, all the designers, most of them, are seniors, so it's really exciting to see those pieces. And like, one year is always topping the next year, and it's just a blast. It's like Christmas. I always wanted to be a model. I always wanted to start modeling ever since I was young, and I got the opportunity in high school my last year. I got what people call discovered, and I started modeling. It was a dream come true. I'm starting small, so hopefully, I work my way up. But it's what I do so far, what I've been doing, it's honestly a dream come true. With the little events that I do here and there, it's still part of the things that I always wanted to do.
Well, our line is called Paraíso.
Oh, cool.
It is Portuguese for paradise. So we were really inspired by like island colors and water, really, and just really colors of like the Caribbean and South America and that whole culture.
It's time consuming, so first you have to like come up with either the colors, the designs, so you sketch that out, and then do the patterning for that. So I think that takes the most time with swimwear because you have to get it right and make sure it fits the body correctly, and then you go into cutting the fabric and sewing. So that's tough, but I think that's the easiest part of the whole process is sewing it all together.
This is like the culmination of our 4 years. It's all senior designers, so this is, what we've been studying for 4 years, and it's all coming together into one big event.
This was an amazing event. The fashion show was great. The models and the designers did a great job. This is Alejandra Tamayo reporting for UIWtv Entertainment.
Thanks, Alejandra. Those outfits make me want to upgrade my wardrobe for summer or even better, fiesta. Because if you didn't know by now, it's fiesta time here in San Antonio. And last Friday, UIW hosted its 32nd annual Alamo Heights Night right here on campus. Let's go to Antonia Spriggans, who was able to attend the event.
Hi Cardinals, I'm at Alamo Heights Night at UIW. Let's take a look around. So is this your first time at Fiesta?
This is not my first time at Fiesta.
So how many times have you been here?
I've been here I think since I was little. My parents would always bring me to these events, but this is my first time coming to this event.
Why is it your first time?
Well, now I go to school here at UIW and I decided to come.
So are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, the food, and I'm seeing a lot of my friends that I go to school with. It's a lot of fun. I brought my boyfriend. I'm having lots of fun.
So what brought you to Fiesta today?
It was the first event happening this week to kick off the Fiesta for me and my family and my friends, so I just wanted to come and enjoy it with my family and at this cool school. This is actually my first time being here, and it's been pretty good.
So you're having a lot of fun?
I am. I'm having a very good time.
So you're gonna come back?
Most definitely. I will be back next year.
I'm Antonia Spriggans with UIW Entertainment. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Antonia. Now let's talk about something that's been on everybody's mind lately, Beyoncé's Coachella performance, which is now changed to Baychella. Through her performance, Beyoncé incorporated Black culture. The performance started off with the New Orleans-style brass marching band that gave us some HBCU vibes. Not only was her performance incredible, but Queen Bee is the first Black woman to headline Baychella. And now to celebrate, Beyoncé donated $100,000 to 4 historically Black universities and colleges. Now speaking of Coachella and performances, let's talk about Cardi B. Her performance was absolutely great, but what was even more amazing was the fact that she performed music from her new album, Invasion of Privacy. And she did it while she was pregnant. How cool is that? She had no problem performing her music and dancing while showing off her baby bump. And lastly, let's talk about J. Cole's new album, KOD. According to New York Times, Cole's new album is about the different types of addiction and his own personal experiences. His album is full of very powerful lyrics, and if you haven't had the chance to hear it, I highly recommend that you do so. Well, Cardinals, that's all for today. Look for the school's event calendar on their website for upcoming events around campus. If you heard J. Cole's new album, tweet us your thoughts by hashtagging UIWtv. Until next time, I'm your host, Emily Esquivel. Stay tuned for weather with Jillian Gousset.
Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jillian Goosey. Live look outside from our Cardinal Cam here at UIW. You can see we have clear skies. It's going to be a beautiful day today. We do have winds coming out of the north-northeast at 8 miles an hour just after that cold front moved through last night. Temperatures right now at 60 degrees. We do have dew points coming at 46, so it's relatively pleasant outside. It's going to be a great hair day today. Temperatures around the San Antonio area, 61 in Hondo. Cool spot is Kerrville coming in at 56. And just off to the east of us, it's going to be 59 in Moulton. But for our forecast highs today, we're going to warm up to 78 degrees in San Antonio, a little bit warmer off to the east of us, 81 in both Del Rio and Eagle Pass. So it's still going to be a relatively warm day today, so make sure if you're going outside to bring water bottles and also wear sunscreen. It's going to be very sunny today just because we have no clouds due to this high pressure that's going to be sitting on top of us. That high pressure is going to move out to the coast. We are going to have another cold front move through, but with this cold front, we're actually not going to see any drop in our temperatures or any chances of rain. That's because there's no moisture coming into our area due to that high pressure that was sitting over us today. But as we get into Saturday and even on Sunday, we are going to have this high pressure that's just off to the east of us, bringing in that clockwise flow of Gulf moisture, which is going to help us bring in rain chances earlier to our start of our work week next week. We have this dry line that's just going to sit off to the west of us that may act like a trigger due to that Gulf moisture. It's going to maybe pop up some thunderstorms. But for today, we're going to top out at 78 degrees. 59 for our overnight low, and for our weekend, Friday and all the way to Sunday, we're going to be to the low to mid 80s. But that 10% chance on Sunday, it's not going to ruin any of your plans. Really what we're going to talk about is this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're going to have a wet work week next week. That's just because we have that dry line and all this moisture moving back into our area. But as we get closer to the work week next week, make sure to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at UIW Storm Center just so you can stay updated and know whether these severe storms could occur or if there's going to be some rain showers. We will keep you updated with that, so make sure to follow us. But I'm meteorologist Jillian Goosey. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast today. Unfortunately, this is our last broadcast of the semester, but make sure to keep up with what's going on at UIWtv by following our Instagram and Twitter and liking us on Facebook.
See you in the fall, and good luck to those of you who are graduating. I'm Megan Lazaga.
And I'm Kathleen Sundin. Signing off.